They looked at me and said, yeah, if you hadn't brought him in 24 hours from now, he would have been dead.
Robby Steinhardt had no idea how sick he was.
I didn't feel like I was dying, you know? So you have to let, especially if you have people around that love you, you need to listen to what the hell they're saying.
After all, we've been listening to Robby for decades as singer and violinist in the band Kansas, with hits like this.
All we are is dust in the wind.
You would never dream in a million years that would happen to you, something that became that popular. It's been played, something like 15 million times around the world, you know, TV and radio and all that.
And now here he was in the hospital wondering if this was it.
So you have this quintuple bypass surgery.
Yes.
5 days later, you wake up?
Yes. A little over 4 days, that's true. You know this, you know more about me than I do. See, but I don't remember any of those 4 days, which is great. And you want to hear something even amazing? All the symptoms of male heart attack, they say that the tingling in the left arm, the elephant on the chest, all that, I never went through any of that. And then I come out in the hospital for 52 days. I come out, I have no pain here, no heart pain, no pain in the incision. I've never felt any pain from the operation. It's like it never happened, except I feel younger, of course, now, but I really was very, very lucky.
Steinhardt had his life back, and with that, a new determination to make the most of it.
It took me that many years, 63 years, to realize that you just can't live like you did when you were 18.
So from here on, he would live with gratitude and appreciation for his new wife, his friends, and for his life's unlikely yet incredible journey.
Bill, this is something I haven't told you, but I have really good karma. It turns out that karma is a real thing. Not to get too deeply into that, because I'm not, but I just, something shines on me every once in a while, and my life's okay, you know?
The first bit of really good karma happened when he was just 4 days old. He was adopted.
And the doctor brings me over to my parents to the hotel room and goes, here's your baby boy.
Wow.
So, and I will share this with anybody who wants to listen. It turns out that my birth parents were Irish Catholic and Jewish, which is quite a combination. And my name on my birth certificate was Baby Boy Flynn. So, and nobody knows that about me. Now you're the only other person that knows. But so I ended up with a name like Steinhardt. That's quite a leap as well.
As fate would have it, Ilse Steinhardt was a pianist. Milton was head of the music history department at the University of Kansas and a world-class violinist.
I had great parents, and I knew that, but I was too busy living my own life, you know. I would have done that differently.
How proud were they of you, Robby?
They were very proud of me. We were talking earlier that you thought maybe because my dad was into music history and all that, and it's like spoke Latin and those kinds of things, and my parents were extremely intelligent, that you thought they might be disappointed in the way I went, but they said, we don't care if you pick up tools and learn a trade, go to trade school if you want, just be happy. So I was fortunate enough to not be pushed into anything except for playing the violin. They pushed me into playing the violin.
And by doing that, they gave him the greatest gift of his life, but also one of his greatest regrets.
Oh, maybe the most important thing is, since you never appreciate them till you lose them, if you got parents, hang with your parents, man. They aren't here forever. That's a really good thing that's one thing I learned. My parents lived to 86 and 97, but I still didn't spend enough time with them. So that's something I would definitely go back and do. And like people say I wouldn't change a thing, I almost wouldn't change a thing, but that's one thing I definitely would change.
At the age of 8, Robby began classical training in Vienna, and at 15 was back in Europe playing in orchestras. But he faced a dilemma. He loved the violin, but he also loved rock and thought he'd have to give one of them up.
In my mind, I had dropped the violin entirely. Somebody finally said, at about the age of 21 and a half or so, somebody said, you could play that in a band, and I go, well, maybe that could work.
Well, did you say, like, give me an example?
No, but, there wasn't much of an example to be had then.
But when a local band in Lawrence, Kansas asked him to join, he did. Soon, White Clover became Kansas, and Steinhardt's violin gave them one of the most unique sounds in rock. Still, it took a while to build a following.
We loved what we did, we loved playing our music, and we loved playing the music we wanted to play. Even though people say, oh, they're so pretentious and, this and that, and I've learned all these big words that I had never heard before, Lackluster was one of them. I'm like, really? We are? Really? I mean, I know you might not like our music, but we're certainly not boring on stage.
And what an incredible run that band had, with songs like
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. I'm on to the point of no return.
Constantly recording, constantly touring, Kansas rarely took breaks, and it eventually took a toll.
It's not as easy as you think. It's one of those businesses where you hurry up and wait. You always hurry up and wait. We've got to be there now, and you get there, and then you spend 13 hours in the Paris airport. It's no fun. And when you have to do it, it's not vacation. It's not enjoying seeing the world. And join the Navy, see the world. Join a rock band, see the world. But if you're making buku bucks, then that's fine. But that never really came to fruition for us.
After leaving in the 80s and returning, by 2006, Robby decided it was finally time to go.
Yeah, when I finally left, it was I had really had enough. Things were starting to change a bit. Different ideas were being thrown around in the band, and songs that were coming to us that I didn't actually want to do, and so I just one day I ended up just going home. So that was pretty much it.
And with his health issues, it almost was. But facing his mortality and the wisdom of age helped Robby see life from a fresh perspective.
I wouldn't have talked to you like this when I was 25 years old. No way.
Really? Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh, because I thought I was invincible, like everybody does at that age. 18, 25, you pick it. But yeah, I'm extremely thankful. And now it took me 50 years to find the person I really should have been in love with for all my life. So we get along great, and my life's going really well. I'm really happy.
Is this the best time of your life?
It is the best time of my life, yeah.
How cool is that?
It is cool. 67 years old, right?
And chances are you have not heard the last of that voice or that violin. He's back on stage with longtime friends in the band Stormbringer to form Robby Steinhardt and the Music of Kansas.
We're hoping to maybe get some sort of a tour going eventually. It would be nice.
The less that you know, the more you fall into place. A cog in the wheel, there is no goal in your face.
You're a guy who could spend the rest of his days looking backwards, but you're looking forward.
I'm looking forwards, definitely looking forwards.
How nice is that?
It's good, it's great. It's great to be able to do that. That there might be something out there for me still.
Looks like karma has done it again. Robby Steinhardt is back with a new focus, new goals, and a whole new appreciation for life.
That is an interesting thing. Well, you made me think a lot. I hate it when people make me think. I got enough up there already.